I always wanted to come to this show. IAAPA was like going to a theme park without walking through the gate. You run around, you hear bells and whistles, there's games to play, there's new and exciting technologies, techniques, new ride cars that you're going to see in theme parks around the world. This was where I loved to grow up.
She grew up in the industry. Her father was one of the founders of Sally Dark Rides, a business located on the First Coast. It creates attractions found around the world and debut them at the Expo.
This is our 44th IAAPA. It's our 45th year in business. And every IAAPA is like Christmas. I mean, this is big time. This is where everybody comes in the industry to meet, to learn about new products, new projects. And this year we're debuting a new project for Funtown Splashtown USA, which is up in Saco, Maine, and it is a haunted hotel.
It's going to be an amazing dark ride. It's a haunted dark ride where our witch here, she has cursed this hotel, and we have to ride through the cursed hotel, and we get to see all kinds of crazy, amazing things. We might even go to a different planet while we're in the hotel.
It's not just rides.
Developed a new way to do axe throwing. Targets time and time again. I have made a collection of images of all of my ex-wives.
Oh!
So there you go.
So have at it.
Take one of them out. Oh, almost. Here. Let's try again.
The ex-wife intimidated me.
Yeah.
Walking the convention floor, you can see virtual reality is making its way into a lot of new attractions. I got to try this new one by a company based out of Canada. Even though we never left the ground, it felt like I was on an actual roller coaster, while also competing with the person I was sharing the ride car with.
We do attractions and rides, everything that is media-based, where you're playing with special effects and you're really immersed, and it's interactive, always interactive. We want people to play. We don't want people to be passive, we want them to be in the action. That's actually what people want.
Gaming is such a big part of teens, the lifestyle of teens nowadays, that we've really focused on bringing that interactivity and that gaming into our attractions, where now our rides are just like riding through a big video game. It's like a big video game that you don't have to experience from your couch. You get to actually ride through it. Pretty incredible.
And IAAPA is the crossroads of the creators and the attraction owners.
We have over 35,000 attendees from more than 100 countries coming from all across the world, really to see the latest trends and innovations here on the show floor and in the networking sessions.
We've been coming to IAAPA since we founded the company. Our first IAAPA was in 1999. We actually drove our cars from Canada to make it to IAAPA with one machine, and we tried to sort of, make it happen for our company, and it did. And since then, now we're in 60 countries around the world. So IAAPA is really the place to be. This expo, you see the people here, the noise, the excitement, the colors. It's the place to be if you want to be in this industry. I mean, we have one of the biggest booths here at the show, and that's because we keep coming to this show.
We have over 1,050 vendors showing their latest products and innovations. Everything, from an inflatable to a wheel, to games, to arcade flippers, everything you can think about. It's really, really fun here. And sometimes I catch myself stopping somewhere and playing a little bit whack-a-mole or something else.
For us new this year, we have a lighting package that we're putting on our roller coaster track called Aurora. And on top of that, we have like a little family mine train concept that uses the terrain and whatever the park has available for us to keep the ride low to the ground and fast. So the show has been terrific. We actually sold 2 racing coasters before the show, so that was exciting. So coming onto the show floor with 2 sales is a really big deal. Out of my 22 years of coming to the show, I think that's the first time that's ever happened.
The best thing about the theme park industry and IAAPA in general is the people. It's just all of these crazy people that put this stuff together. They're my buddies, and we've all grown up together, and we love seeing what each other are gonna, bring to the industry every year.
If you walk here, the show floor, it's the energy, it's the lights, it's the action, the fun, and it's wonderful because our only job is to bring joy to the people. And what else do you want to ask for?
And what would an amusement park or fair be without the food, right? I got to check out this condiment cow. It's nothing like I've ever seen before. I thought it was hilarious, but I definitely think it's something we'll see in the future. And you know, Mike, I could definitely see this at Amazing Grace Family Farms, couldn't you?
Oh, certainly. I mean, that's just cowabunga.
Oh, I
mean,
like
look
that.
at that.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, it makes me, it just brings, I feel like we've been transformed back to our childhood here.
Oh,
I was just
100%.
mesmerized by all that fun you had out there.
I felt like a kid. I got on some of the rides, got to do some of the attractions, but I will tell you, this is a 4-day expo, and we got to go there for like 4 hours in one day. So, I mean, there are over 1,000 vendors. You heard the new CEO talking about that. So it was overwhelming, but in a good way. I just wish I could have done more.
Right. Do you like roller coasters? And what was that virtual ride like? Did that remind you of your favorite roller coaster?
I do love roller coasters.
Okay.
I will say, though, as I've gotten older, I might have to pop in a Dramamine because I get a little bit motion sickness with certain movements. But the virtual reality thing where we were sitting there and doing our hands like this, it was so fun. I thought it was going to be more of just the game aspect, you know, but the chair wiggled. We had wind coming out. I mean, it really felt like I was on a roller coaster. It was the coolest thing I did there, actually.
Did you lose your voice from screaming?
No, but I did scream a couple times, which is funny because I knew that nothing was going to hit us, but that's how real it felt. And so, yeah, virtual reality really taken over.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see what the future's like, especially after seeing that.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's great.